Okay, we are up on Twitch. Excuse me, goodness.
The gating totally didn't hear anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're good.
Then I guess that was more for stream. Alright. The announcements have all been sent out. Well, we're all in week 8, so I think we know how it goes by now, but we'll be keeping an eye on Bingo Sync chat, and if you need to ask any questions, feel free to ask there. And if you are at any point needing a pause, under the gear, if you're using the player website thing, there should be a request pause button on the menu that pops up on the side. And that'll make a noise and also blank out the board just to say that the other player or I have requested a pause.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I'll be running my own timer. The timer at the bottom of that is helpful, but I don't think it accounts for pauses right now. So if we do wind up pausing, then, you know, I'll keep you all, like, up to date on what the time is. Any questions before we hop in, or do either of you need to do something really quick before we start?
I think I'm good.
Just refilled my water.
No, right? Let me know when you're ready.
Got my snack and drink.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Oh, okay, good. Alright.
Yep.
Good luck to both of you. Go ahead and mute and deafen.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, good luck to you too.
Alright, we've got our readies. Start countdown. Here goes. 3, 2, 1, reveal! Alright, here is our card today. Hey, Elfie. It sure is dawn of the final day. Excuse me. What the heck? What a great way for me to start off the cast. Okay, I think I'm good. So, interestingly, hey Goose. Yeah, we've got a lot of, like, more thinky games today, interspersed with our, you know, our action games. Oh, because, you know, alongside our Caramel, Overbold, Velgris, we also have Avianos, we have Rock on Island, we have fucking Puzzler here. Or we have a top... Wait, hold on, let me get the timer with the start here. And we're off. Lots of Warp Tank, too. Alright, so ifdots hopping into Velgris, Crumble into Mini and Max. For Velgris, we just need to clear out a shop stock. Not too bad, just grab a lot of money in level 1, and if that winds up not being enough, just continue forward through level 2, and you can probably pick up a gift pretty easily off of this. And for Minnie and Max, slay the water bear in the west pot, which will give us progress towards bosses. So some really nice synergy from both players right off the bat. Ooh, ifdots taking an early death there, but kind of one of those things where if you're gonna take a death, probably better to have it happen early. Velgris does have a very, very fast restart time. getting a couple shots off on the coin box. Crumble taking the teapot over to the west pot to get the shrink. Yeah, ifdots kind of just taking it nice and safe here. Not rushing too hard, just kind of taking a very steady approach here. Which I think is a really, really powerful thing to be able to do in Velgris. Because all too often it's so easy to just, like, rush ahead and start zipping and then make a mistake. Max has a mop head. Oh no. Crumble gonna be picking up the dynamite? And now here's the real question. Will we hit the dynamite? Hey Nakarashi. Hey Carter. Oop, okay, I don't think we intended to take that star block. I really don't think we intended to take that star block. Alright, we got the bounce. Okay, we still got the hit. That is a boss in Minion Max for Crumble, and I assume we'll be marking the square pretty shortly. Our general goals for today, by the way, are enter a top 5 score on 4 arcade leaderboards. We have collect 3 gold discs from games on this card, defeat 7 bosses, and Puzzler. Ooh, and Crumble is hopping into Velgris. So we're going to be seeing a Velgris race. Oh no, ifdots took a death. Crumble with a little bit faster of a Velgris pace here. We'll see if it pays off. Ooh, taking a death on Crumble's side too. Ifdots up to 15 coins right now. So here's the thing too, you need to make sure you— oh no! Shot one too many times and didn't catch the double jump. You need to be able to actually afford everything at the end, so you gotta be a little methodical about grabbing all of the coins on the way. This is a great goal for both players to be going for. It's a corner square, so you have not only the horizontal vertical, but you also have the diagonal threat that a corner square poses, as well as, you know, any square in the general X on the board. So, you know, I will always be somebody who advocates for any of those squares, plus the center especially. I think it's watching Spooty that got me to value the center square a lot. Whoa, whoa. He put a lot of value into that in Season 1. So I kind of tend to agree with that. Okay. Ifdots is at the shop. Can we afford everything? I think we might not have enough. That is 40 gold. We were 1 gold short. So now we're gonna have to make it past this level here, and potentially need to buy some more expensive items, because the second shop tends to have a little bit more in going for it. It's a little bit tricky, but if you can have around like 50 gold by the end of level 1— no! Ifdots took a death! After having 1 coin short for the shop, that is such a bummer. But she is not deterred. Hopping right back into it. Crumble at 7 coins right now and 10 floors in. Hey, June. Yeah. Velgris sure is Velgris. I think Crumble is skipping a few more coins here. Ooh, and Crumble is going for the keys as well, so if Crumble's able to make it to level 2 and get the gift, that'll be some additional synergy. Okay, no, Crumble's making pretty good progress on coins. That that jump kind of scared me a little bit. But yeah, you can see right here, ifdots is about 10 floors behind, but has only 4 less coins. So I don't think Crumble's gonna be on pace to buy for everything from this first shop. Unless he's really lucky with what's being offered. That is 35! Oh my god, no, that's gotta be so... I do feel a little bad here for ifdots, because she literally was missing 1 coin. Okay, looks like Crumble is moving forward, either gonna push the gold disc or at least get the gift here. That is, of course, not to take away from Crumble's really nice gameplay here. But also, I definitely feel for ifdots on that one. That's a rough snipe. But ifdots is heading into Quibble Race, which we do have 2 squares in. We have Wild Bets Allowed, have 25,000, which we're not doing that right now. We also have Heavier Sponsored Quibble win the race while boosting a different one. Okay, it looks like we missed the key for level 2. We're gonna have to pick it up in level 3 if we want the gift. Gonna grab Lightfoot, see if we can knock out the gold disc here. Level 3 in Velgress does tend to be quite the killer. The squid knocking out your platforms, and just the general workings of the enemies tend to be very annoying. Oh my goodness. That fish down there just barely staying out of range of the spikes. If Crumble had jumped any higher there, that would have been death. So that was really, really good control from Crumble to not jump too high there. Do we see the bird spawn? I think we jumped past the key, and I did not see the bird. Oh no, token of death! Alright, dipping out, we have the goal. Over to Rakshasa next. For Rakshasa, our goal is to simply beat the first stage. If we want to grab the gift, we would need to revive 3 times. So we'll see if that winds up happening during the process of this. And if we beat the first stage, we will also pick up a boss on the way. Oop. Oh, there's 1 death. Which, while probably not intended, does kind of work out. Unfortunately, we did lose the egg that we had going there. Like, it didn't even get a chance to take effect, which kinda sucks. Ooh, another death there. Well, if we can get the revive here, this will be the gift. Oh no! Flew a little too close. Alright, we've got... Oh, we've got our sponsored Quibble. But I think that was Rotumbo? And Rotumbo, while Rotumbo doesn't trip much, Rotumbo is a little bit of a slow Quibble. I learned this because I looked at the resource document yesterday. Oh, that was Beaufort? Okay. How did I misread Rotumbo from that? Beaufort is pretty alright. Quibbles each have both a speed and stability rating. On the bingo site, there's a resource document, and in that document is a really nice chart of all of the Quibbles. And anyone who's looking to actually make reasonable plays in Quibble Race and feel like you're not just, like, guessing the entire time, I do highly recommend checking out that chart. It makes Quibble Race a lot more fun for me, at least. But, yeah, the speed ranking is pretty obvious, and then the stability is just, if you have higher stability, you trip less. And then, of course, wild card is kind of off in the corner. Oh, Beaufort! Beaufort! Oh wait, Shadow won, so... Have your sponsored Quibble win... Oh, okay, yeah, no, we did want Shadow to win that. We bet on... Right, it's boosting a different one. We boosted a different Quibble. Okay, we're good, we're good. I misread the goal a couple of times there in my head, but we do have a gift there for ifdots, which proves that her boosted Quibble won the race. Shadow and Beaufort were both sponsored. Oh, that's really great. Yeah. Alright. Now hopping into Warp Tank for ifdots, and... Oh no, no, I like the Warp Tank play, go back to Warp Tank! Oh, it's fine. Paint Chase. Win without destroying any airplanes in Course 3. This is one of those tiles that doesn't take too long if you can get it, but also the cost for failure if you're not able to lose the level if you mess up does wind up meaning a reset. So, hopefully ifdots has this practiced. Sentient Playlist says boss fight. Ooh, careful. Uh-oh. Alright, well, if we can get the revive here, this'll be the gift. We'll see if Crumble's able to, pull through on this boss fight. That is the gift in Rakshasa. Alright, playing it very safely there, and we do get the kill on Rakshasa. And so we'll be seeing Crumble check off that square pretty soon. Crumble with a nice 3-to-1 lead. If ifdots were to capitalize on this Warp Tank synergy though, Warp Tank has two very nice squares on this board that you basically need one of them to get the other. Not only do we have Puzzler for Warp Tank as part of one of our generals, but we also have Healing Sector, and we have beat any 9 sectors and speak to 3 NPCs. So you could just play 5 levels, make Healing Sector one of those levels, mark off the Healing Sector, and then come back later. Alright, ifdots being careful here around the plains. Is this a win? Nicely done! That goal always scares me a little bit. Alright, hopping into Caramel, beat the egg, which will also be another gift for Crumble. Alright, ifdots hopping back into Warp Tank. Hey, Absamu. This goal's kind of nice, because you just get to play some Warp Tank. Oh no, taking a death by teleporting through one of the turrets. UFO 50 is great, I love it. There's so many neat games in it. Hell yeah, Absamu. And it looks like we did take a death a little bit ago in Caramel, and we're making our way back through the first stage. Caramel's kind of tricky, just because there's kind of a different... I guess it's not that much of a different mindset, but... The challenge is very level throughout the entire game. The difficulty curve is just pretty much a straight line. The game is pretty challenging to pick up, but once you kind of get the hang of it, then you know, it doesn't, like, get too much harder in the later stages. Oh no! Crumble accidentally shot the wrench enemy. So we're gonna be stuck at 1 HP for the rest of this level. It's cookie time. Now, if we wanted to, we could just fly up to the top right, but looks like Crumble's feeling pretty confident in fighting the cookie here. The cookie kind of fires a random spread of shots, so you have to be really fast at reacting to them. Does a really nice job of taking that out, though. Oh, so another thing to point out. For Crumble's side, this is a gift, this is a square, and this is a boss. I forgot to mention that this was also just a boss, straight up, earlier. 2 levels down for ifdots. Oh, you're right, and a high score chance. Goodness, this is really good play. Caramel is really high value. And that's just... There's every chance that Crumble could have just picked this because it's like a comfort game or something, but like... Regardless, good on Crumble for noticing this. Oh no, we took a death on the egg when it was down to 1 HP! Honestly, I think you just go back in. I think this is such a strong play. I think even if you still go for it right now, it's still a strong play. Or it's a good place to be, but... Oh. Teasing me with Campanella 2, and then leaving for Mortal 2. For Mortal 2, we have collect 10 keys, and this game is also a fantastic gold disc opportunity. ifdots now 3 levels through Warp Tank. Might be peeking at the resource document to see which levels are fastest right now. One key. And now, as a reminder to anyone watching, the goal is collect 10 keys, not have 10 keys. So even though we might spend some here, we are at 2 keys. And nothing will take away from the 2 keys. ifdots seems to be taking a little bit of time here to look at something. And as a reminder, resource documents for this are absolutely allowed. We want our players to have access to information. There are a lot of goals in this that are a little bit of a knowledge check, and so having everybody be able to at least find out what the goals are if they're not familiar with it, and be able to check on some strategies for them, like that's pretty valuable for the community as a whole, so... Yeah, June, that's totally fair. There is an underground league going on. Yeah, the website actually has functionality for that, June. Let me pull this up real quick. If you head over to the, like, create match page and go to non-league, there's a checkbox for customized games and difficulty counts. It lets you pick what games you want to play, and it also lets you pick if you want to have the easy, medium, hard, very hard, or general goals. There's actually going to be an underground league going on soon, where we basically do a pick and ban system, where everyone's gonna I think what is going to be happening is everyone's going to pick 10 games, and then you get to ban 2 of your opponent's games. But yeah, it's really neat. There's plenty of goals for all the different games. Pogo, the main thing about that is that, like, we want people to be able to spend the keys to get to other keys. Oh, are we doing the fancy pipe trick here? Oh no. I'll be honest, I'm actually not sure how the pipe trick works. I assume it's a timing. It looks like ifdots is looking for healing sector right now to be her 5th stage. She needs to head back to the left to find healing sector. Crumble is hopping back into Caramel Caramel. Yeah, it is very possible to have 10 keys. It's just to the right there in that little pit going down. ifdots is heading the wrong way right now. Hopefully she has the I don't know, is it listed in the resource document? It should be. I'm gonna keep talking about the resource document, but it's also a living document, and people are constantly, you know, updating it, so there's a chance it might not be listed here. Okay, we're heading to the right again. We just need to go down here, but we need to be facing the other way. Here we go. We are headed to healing sector. This is it. So this will be 5 levels in Warp Tank for Puzzler, and the healing sector goal. And then ifdots can choose whether she wants to stay here for the 9 levels, or she can save the progress and then come back for the other 4 levels later. I think I'm personally a proponent of getting the 5 levels here, dipping out for other goals, and then banking the other 4 levels for later. Just because then that gives you an advantage if you need a race at some point. Granted, she doesn't know what her opponent's been up to, because she was still the last person to mark a square right now, so for all she knows, she's in a Warp Tank race right now. Crumble once again at the egg. Oh, scary dodge, scary dodge! Okay, we have another... Okay, this should be it. That's it. I didn't have much commentary for that because I was just, like, so nervous and on the edge of my seat for that. So Crumble is starting a little bit of an attack on row 1. The nice thing here for ifdots is that she will be blocking that row 1 with her progress in Warp Tank here. Okay, so we have Caramel Caramel, we have Caramel Caramel Boss. Oh, okay, it looks like Crumble's taking some deaths on purpose now to mark the high score, which we only need 20k, which we had. So this is really smart for him. So we got the gift, we got the boss, we got the square, and that is a top 5. So he did notice the synergy. Very well played. Taking a look at gifts now, we have 2 in Caramel Caramel and Rakshasa. Back into Mortal 2. Another thing that we could do while we're in Mortal 2, not only is this a really good game to get a gold disc in, but the gift is actually pretty quick too. We just need to head over to one of the switches to press them. Alright, vaguely following the speedrun route now. There are a few keys over here. Quite a few, actually. Which is why the speedrun goes this way. Oop. Think we meant to scout there. Ifdots approaching the end of healing sector here. Okay, you're not gonna have enough time to reach the gate this way. So we'll see if she's able to find the side path here that lets you flip. Okay, nope, she's trying to race it again. Yeah, it's not quite fast enough. Up to 3 keys now in Mortal. There's another 2 right down below at the start, okay? Same thought. Gotta love when the racer has the same exact thought as the caster. Alright, ifdots. There's a little corner to your right. Alright, so we have spent 1 key. So we still have 5 keys. She's still trying to race it for now. It's warp tank, not walk tank. Ooh, I think Crumble was just about to charge up a portal there. I think it's a good thing that Crumble took the death before the portal charge, because that would have been devastating. Oh, is Crumble just gonna go for the gold disc right now? And maybe for the keys again later? We're sending in a warrior here. Which I don't know that I usually see that work. Oh, okay, it looks like we figured it out. I looked away because I was curious to see what we were doing in Mortal, and in that time ifdots figured out what was going on in a healing sector. So it looks like we're gonna stick around for the extra 4 levels now. Yeah, scared to lose the portal, maybe that makes sense. Okay, yeah, we are doing the gold disc strats right now. So this will be another boss as well as a gold disc. Taking it nice and safe here, making sure we give ourselves platforms to work with. Not quite enough there to make it through, but we can probably just, yeah, jump out of the portal with the double jump. Bomb the wall here. Ifdots carefully lining up where to warp. 6 levels down. Heading over to the racetrack to do some laps. No, okay, never mind. Now I don't think there's any levels up here, just an NPC we can't quite reach. Yeah, there's no way up there, so hopefully... Yeah, okay. Heading back the other way. Gonna go find some other levels. And I believe that was the gold disc and a boss for Mortal 2. And now, taking a look... I'm gonna guess we're gonna take a look at the resource stock and go for the 10 keys now, and maybe a switch? I do really like the change that was made this season to make sure that the gifts on card was always a square, just so that there's always like some level of synergy and keeping an eye on, you know, when the gift is accessible. Alright, up to 2 keys. You know, I can't help but think that that formation in the center of the warp tank stage here looks a little bit like the Noslo head. This is, of course, an extreme jump. It's a bit of a jump to make. I just kind of took a look at that and I'm like, hey, who invited that guy? Alright, still at 2 keys right now. We can probably scout and get a portal up pretty close to where we want to go. And the portal is blocked. Brilliant. Love that for us. Yeah, that sucks. Alright, gonna go grab the speedrun keys over here. Oh, never mind, resetting. Backing out entirely, actually. Thinking about Cyber Owls? Thinking about Cyber Owls. We're going into Cyber Owls! Hey, Flying Reggie. And also, hey, hey, Van. So I don't think I said hello. I don't think I said hello to Pogo, either. So hello. Going into Octavio's stage. Yeah, the timing on the playlist was kind of amazing. We need to beat Well, okay, we need to have 2,000 points at HQ without playing Congo. So typically the stages that we see for that are going to be Chicago and Hong Kong, but we have seen a couple people dip into Moscow. Grabbing our dim sum for some HP, taking quite a bit of damage from the grenades. And I think with the way that, ooh, taking a death, unfortunate. I think with the way Crumble is playing this, we will very easily be forklift certified. We are indeed forklift certified. Up to 8 levels now. Wait, did we already do this level? I guess we'll find out pretty shortly here. Wait, no, the red ones are undone and the blue ones are done, I think, right? No, the red ones are done, because the last ones were red. You know what, I'm just gonna let the game speak for itself. We'll see the number go up. Nothing like some wall dim sum. For most people, this goal basically means play 2 stages in Cyber Owls, but if you're really good at juggling enemies in Chicago here, there are actually ways to get this done in just Chicago. Yeah, still at 8 levels done right now, so it is the blue ones, like I thought, that need to be done. There we go. Into bomb sector. Now I know we've spoken to one NPC by the racetrack. We'll need to go find 2 more after this. Oh, unfortunate death there for Crumble in Chicago. So Crumble got a nice early lead, but ifdots is catching up. And should be marking off a square pretty soon here once she's able to make it through this level and find a couple more NPCs to talk to. So Crumble's probably looking to keep the pressure on. It looks like we're doing this for score right now, because I don't see a Magic Garden on the list otherwise. We only need 6k points to get a top 5 in Magic Garden. Bit of a sneaky section here in Warp Tank. You have to be sideways and ride the lifts sideways. It's a little silly because, you know, it's not how you usually think about riding them, but... hopefully ifdots is able to sort that out soon here. Crumble about a third of the way to the Magic Garden goal. Taking a death there for ifdots. In Magic Garden, the potion that spawns happens once you've deposited 6 or more oppies into the star pads. Depending on if you have 6 to 9 or more, that like depends, or that determines the type of potion you get. 6 gets you the weakest potion, all the way up to the gold potion given to you at 9 obbies rescued. And if you leave the weaker potions lying around for a while, they will slowly age up into the gold potion. The weaker 2 potions don't let you take the mushrooms. Sorry, I guess going from the weakest to the strongest, the weakest potion doesn't give you any multiplier, doesn't let you take mushrooms, but it does at least let you pick up the blue obbies to clear them out. The next potion also adds to your multiplier, I think. Yeah, it does. The third potion, the blue one, lets you pick up mushrooms on top of that. The gold potion has the effects of all the previous potions, but it also adds a red obby to the board. Okay, there's our 9th level. Now we need to go find a few NPCs to talk to. So yeah, when you're playing Magic Garden, you typically want to be picking up some gold potions every now and then. Not only to help clear your board, but you also really want to make sure that you're getting more red obbies to work with, so that you can both clear the game faster, you can get a chain of them behind you to drop off the star pad for a combo like Crumble is doing here. Well played. And taking a death immediately to enter our name on the scoreboard. That is 2 leaderboards now out of the 4 that we need. Over to Campanella now, where we just need to score 5k points. So yeah, depending on what you're trying to do in Magic Garden, managing your gold potions is kind of a big aspect of a lot of the goals. Sometimes you want to stock them up, but a lot of times you really want to be trying to grab as many golds as you can so that you have a lot of red obbies to work with. Because it turns out having a lot of red obbies makes the game a fair bit easier. Waiting for a gold that doesn't allow gold potions. Okay, ifdots heading down. I think we're gonna go talk to the fishing tank down here. Is that on the screen to the right, actually? Crumble now playing the bonus game here. We now definitely have enough for Campanella's score. ifdots stumbling into nest sector there. That is Campanella taken care of. Now we just need one more. Some fast options include Ninpeck and Starwasper. Rakshasa also was an option if we got 10k points, but I don't think we did. Here we go. This is at least the second. I'm not sure if it's the third. Okay, it looks like it's the second, because we're looking for another one. I think ifdots would have marked that there if that was her third. Hopefully she also remembers that she talked to the racetrack NPC earlier. Okay, resetting to head back to the center. And I think we're gonna take the left fork up here, because there's some relatively fast NPCs to talk to up there, I think. Ooh, and we're gonna get a gift on the way here in Starwasper now that I think about it. There's our 10x multiplier. Oh, but Star Wasper is not on the card. Oops. Silly me. It happened to me again. So this gift does not count. We'll have to keep that in mind if Crumble winds up going to mark that later. We'll need to make sure Star Wasper is not included in that. Alright, that is 3 NPCs spoken to. Nicely done, ifdots. That is the Warp Tank Very Hard completed. "46 minutes into the match, and we are tied up at 4-4 with advantage point to Crumble. So if the match were to end right now, Crumble would win, since Crumble marked off the 4th square first. Ooh, Crumble taking a death here in Star Wasper. And we're gegging. No, we're gegging again! Don't geg! ifdots now hopping into Hotfoot. Alright, up to the mini-bosses that do have some quite aggressively tracking shots. You have to be careful there. Alright, managed to take those out. If we can make it past the boss here, I think there's a pretty good shot that we get the 60k points we need. Just need to deal with these tracking shots as well. So for Hotfoot, we have win 4 games in 1 tournament. This will also give ifdots a gift and set up a little bit of a nasty attack. However, conveniently enough for Crumble, Crumble's already blocking in the top 5 score. Wait. You're right, Hugo. What do you mean? So... ifdots picked draft mode, which means you get a random selection of the 6 kids, and the cheese team for this game is Edgar and July. Normally you want to go to build mode so that you can just, like, have your team set up entirely by your own choices, but ifdots happened upon Edgar and July in draft mode and was able to pick them both. It's so funny. And also, hey Hugo. And hey, Zero for Death. I have this switch in my mind that just like every now and then flips on that says, say hi! And I have to catch up when I do. Alright, wave 1 boss is going down pretty smoothly here for Crumble. I do really like this play from ifdots. Threatening this bingo and forcing your opponent into Quibble wild bets. Sometimes Quibble Race can just be really rude, so even if you don't intend to go for that square yourself, it forces your opponent into a situation where like they maybe start taking risks that they don't want to take because they think they might be in a race with you. Whether they are or not is kind of up to you. But yeah. Crumble is going for the leaderboards right now, so this should be blocked. Okay, we're hopping back into Rakshasa. We just need 10k points. But yeah, I was just kind of thinking about that from the perspective of you don't know what your opponent's doing. And it's kind of funny too, because, I mean, I guess... this happened to Crumble last time too! Oh no! We picked up the egg and then fell into an enemy before the egg opened. But from Crumble's perspective, you did see ifdots get the other warp tank goal. Oop, our stream froze for a little bit there, but it seems to be fine now. So I guess you kind of had information that ifdots might be checking off the other warp tank goal. So going into leaderboards does make sense from the information that Crumble has, as well as setting up a potential diagonal. He did open up Campanella 2 for a very brief moment earlier. Yeah, it looks like ifdots' screen is back. I think that was just a little Discord blip there. Oh, she's also not moving. Oh, okay. No, we're good. No, we're not, because that's July. Oh, okay. She was back in control for a bit there. Very polite of Crumble to pause there. And unfortunately, that did kind of cost ifdots that level. It's kind of one of those things where, if you happen to know your keys for keyboard... I know I've got my keyboard controls set up in UFO 50, so if that ever happens to me in some way, you can just reach up and hit the pause button on your keyboard and then ask for a pause in Bingo Sync chat. But in the moment, if you don't recognize what's going on, or you don't know what the key is, or you're just like so focused on getting the controller back up, then yeah. It's kind of one of those things of, well, bummer. But, we don't know what's going on, so... It's kind of one of those things where if the player doesn't, like, fully disconnect from Bingo Sync or something like that, or specifically ask for a pause, then... not much we can do. Because it could absolutely have just been, like, setting the controller down, thinking for a moment, and just not going out of the game. Anyway. We're back on track again, so... it's all good. Hopefully, she's able to get back to where she was pretty quickly here. She did choose draft mode again, I think. We've got a bit of a different team going on here. We're still with Edgar. Alright, up to 6.5k for Crumble. It's kind of funny, we're just doing the stage 1 goal again. Yeah, the frog torch would have been enough points. Each of those frogs is 1,000, so that's kind of a big deal for score. Okay. Nicely played. Now we're gonna need to take on the boss when it's going pretty fast here. Dropping quite a few bombs. Ooh, scary. Bomb almost went off there. That should be fine. Oh no, the boss jumped up a little bit before it was dropping down. And Crumble caught those hands. Ooh! Invincibility frame chain? We're able to make it. Barely surviving there, wow. Okay, up to 8k. Just need a little bit more. As Edgar, like, generally the last person you want to be up against is July. There we go, that is 4 leaderboards for Crumble, managing to get that 10k in Rakshasa. Now back over to Campanella. Are we going for bosses now? Interesting that we're specifically going for the general goals right now. It's kind of one of those things where, you tend to see those happen a little, like, kind of in the earlier or later stages or while you're going for other goals. But, sorry, I kind of just, like, trailed off in thought there for a moment. Oh, I forgot to pull myself up. Oops. I knew I was forgetting something on my layout. It was me. There we go. I exist now. Nope. I was like, everything looks good on my layout, forgetting that I didn't put myself on. What the heck? But yeah, I think the main point that I was trying to make before is that usually people are trying to hunt for synergies here. But at this point, I think the only real synergies... Okay, so we have bosses still on the board. And gifts, so... Oh right, we have Campanella. We have one in Campanella. We have... Did we get past stage 2 in Star Wasper? I don't think so. I think we need one more boss, and we'll be done with bosses. But yeah, like, Cyber Owls was a good play, but it looks like Cyber Owls was giving Crumble trouble, so I don't exactly blame him for bouncing over to just another game where he can get bosses and make sure he gets steady progress. You could push gifts with Campanella 2 and getting the Friendship Bracelet. Mortal 2, you don't even need to get the 10 keys, but like, you know, go hit a switch. I mean, I think the 10 keys square is still a good one to go for. If you're feeling confident enough to try Overbold, that's a boss. Basically what I'm saying is, while I don't dislike at all what Crumble's doing right now, because at some point you just want to be making progress on squares. It took me a little bit to figure out why we were in Campanella. But there it is. That should be 7 bosses. Hopefully Crumble... yeah, okay, Crumble might be counting right now. We defeated the Egg, the Mortal 2 boss, Star Wasper, A boss, we got 1 boss in there. Yep, alright, Crumble got the count. Opponents scoring the last point for us. Rakshasa and Star Wasper. So hopefully Crumble notices Star Wasper not on card. Terminal time? It is time for some wild bets. So now this is a very different game. Crumble now is in wild bets because Crumble wants to be, not because ifdots is forcing him to be. Because he's already blocked that square, and now he's going to use this. He's going to use this to push that column 1 bingo. And yeah, to be clear on what I was saying earlier, I absolutely do not think what Crumble was doing was a bad play. It's just an interesting thing to me when people are pushing the general goals and not like doing the synergy hunting, because it means they really value that square specifically. I feel like I'm talking myself in circles and digging a hole. But hopefully what I meant came through there. ifdots seems to be doing pretty well with July this time. $5,200 now. I'm curious to see if ifdots will stick around for a gold disc here. I kind of have a feeling we're not going to be pushing for 3 gold discs. But Hotfoot is a very viable option if we did want to try that. Now we're in a pretty good spot here for Crumble. If we pretty much just max out our bets, protect the 1-to-1, in most cases, we should just be doubling our money. Assuming that the others don't mess up here, or mess us up here. G-Fury! Too fast, too stable. Ooh, everybody's 2-to-1 right now. And there's our square for ifdots, which is also a gift, by the way. I forgot to mark that on the last match we were on. Okay, she's sticking it out. Now, if she's going to be going for the robot after this, one thing about the robot is that you really need to make sure you jump when you try to push. So hopefully she knows that. Uh-oh. Bossimo looking a little speedy right now, but not stable enough to tank the rock. G-Fury takes it! slides into the finish line, and that is 25k. Crumble now with a really good threat here on column 1. However, it does mean that we might have to dip back into Cyber Owls again, and we did see Crumble having a little bit of trouble with Chicago earlier. There's a blowout. Ifdots now into the final level of Hotfoot. We did see Crumble fumble. Yeah, hop on Good Spur. Now you can bait the robot into getting pushed down. The main thing is that when you try to push down the robot, you need to be jumping. Okay, going into Bushido Ball, win the first match as every character. We could also be pushing... We could be pushing a gold disc here? There's only one bingo remaining for ifdots, and it's the bottom left to top right diagonal. Alright, we're playing some Chiome. Be curious to see if we're going to be trying to stick this out for the gold disc, or if this is just... Uh-oh. Okay, we're fine. Now, one thing about this goal is that you can alter the rules to be only 4-point games, and you can make it so that the rules, the laws are off. Ooh, getting a nice push on the robot. 12 to 11. Oh, beautiful triple hit with the boomerang for the win! Amazing throw there. That boomerang did so much work. Oop. Ifdot's accidentally marking Cyber Owls there, but unmarking it. I think maybe meant to mark... Yeah, misclick, and that did not cause a pivot, so we're fine. Ooh, okay, so I think ifdots is actually pushing for the gold disc square after all. The new bingo strat lying, but that's just holding. Friendly reminder, Quibble Race is much better when you have an information chart that tells you every Quibble's speed and stability. I may be going on this a lot because I actually was sent Quibble Race as part of my archipelago yesterday. And it turns out when you actually have all of the information, it makes informed choices a lot easier. And it turns it into much more of a strategy game. Okay, yeah. It does definitely look like Crumble's going for the first match as every character. I didn't see if we set it to a 4-point match or if we're going to 8 points. I think we're doing default rules, though. Oh, okay. We're just respecting laws. Okay, yeah, no, it is 4 points. Never mind. I'm so used to seeing people, like, turning off the laws and going up and charging into their opponent's face, that when I see relatively honorable Bushido Ball, I'm like, wait, what? What's this? It's a whole new game! But Crumble doing a really nice job of keeping control of the ball, and then also making sure to, like, well, just do the typical things you'd do in a game like this and get the ball as far away from your opponent as possible. Ooh. Fink went down? No. So we just need a gold disc from this. Ooh, everyone betting on Wildcard. It looks like Wildcard rolled pretty well today. Yeah, the computers, if there's one thing that I know from playing Tomoe a lot, like, Tomoe is kind of my comfort character just because she has a really, really nice, like, arc for the sword swing. Computers will always know which of the split balls are real. So your charge shot is effectively useless. I'm pretty sure they do anyway. But also here is our Quibble Race Gold from ifdots. Where's she gonna go for her last one? Into Velgris, let's go! I know she mentioned at one point, I'm pretty sure this was ifdots that mentioned this in a previous match, but I think she mentioned really liking Velgris, which also makes sense considering she started with it, even though she got sniped on it. Ooh! Crumble not quite getting past Tomoe there with Yamada. See if he has any better luck with Chiome. We have really, really good progress, so Crumble doesn't need much further to claim the square here. Okay, yeah, you can see that ifdots is playing much more speedily this time now that she's not focusing on collecting as many coins as she can. Oh, we do still have laws. Good, good to know. Ooh, Chiome got the deflect on that special. Really nice poke there from Crumble on Yamada. Sneaking it by Chiome. Interrupted. No special for you. I would not want to play against... I would not want to play against Crumble's Yamada. Crumble playing some really good, just... proper Yamada here. Level 2 down for ifdots. Oh no, no place to land! Just kind of watching that play out in slow motion there. 3-0. Oh, 3-1. Quite the kunai from Chiome. Raizo wins. Was that our 6th? Or did we still have one more to go? No, that was our 6th. Alright, nicely done. Ooh, are we gonna stick around for the... I think we might be sticking around for gold discs? Oh, we have a gold disc race. Now, we did win Wild Bets earlier, but Wild Bets does not count as a gold disc, unlike Trotters. So... hopefully... Oh yeah, it might also just be for the gift, but hopefully, Crumble is keeping that in mind while going through here. Two rounds down. I think Raizo might be Crumble's comfort character here. Yeah, you get so much money in Wild Bets. Yeah, we can definitely see how much the aggression has picked up on Crumble's side here with Raizo. Alright, nice star block placement for ifdots. Ooh, nice save on ifdot's side there too. Oop! Ball snuck through. Got some real high speed Bushido ball going on now. There's our gold disc. So if nothing else, ifdots will be able to mark this off now. And, okay, no, Crumble is going away immediately. I think Crumble pivoted just before grabbing the gift, though. Taking money blocks when there's no shop afterwards. Look, Alpha needs money for the space drive-thrus after she escapes Overbold. You gotta get the space burger. Alright, we're hopping into camouflage now. Ah, this is for Puzzler. Right, I should make sure I mark ifdots progress in Warp Tank. And hey, we get some Campanella too. Love to see it. Definitely biased. So we're gonna be looking for the Friendship Bracelet in Moir Woods. And to quote a beloved member of the UFO 50 community, Rotundo is not a boss, he is big and enemy, he is big and enemy big, was it? Yes. I don't think I saw the gift for, Crumble. You know what, that might be a good thing for me to double check here. I'm pretty sure Crumble left before the gift. OMG, Guri crossover episode. Oh, no, a Yumi one. That's why. Oh, that's such a bummer. So we didn't get the gift anyway. It wasn't that we left before the gift popped, it was that we just didn't get it in terms of the goal. Ah, dang. That is 3 levels down for ifdots. Yeah. Hey, Hugh. I kind of figured it was something like that. Oh no! Death for Crumble. I'm just gonna come into your chat sometime, Hugh, and just type the letter J. So there's a funny little strat here in Camouflage. The right side of this log counts as sand for whatever reason. So if you do the blend on the sand there, you can actually just leave with no punishment whatsoever. And it's real fast. Right, one more level? No, okay, that was 5? Let me pull up my stream again. Pulling it back in slow motion. One, two, three, 4. That was 4 levels done. We still need one more in Camouflage. We're closing it, though. Heading into Block Koala. Okay, I'm gonna be ready to call for a pause. Yeah, because I'm double checking here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 levels done. Oh wait, no, we just finished that level, didn't we? Okay, yeah, no, we finished that level. And then we loaded it up again. Never mind, that is 5 levels. That is 5 levels. Just the way it looked there for a moment, it looked like we had only done 4 levels. But it was just unlocking the path after the 5th one when she went back into it and then paused to get out. Really glad I watched that back. So never mind, we will not be calling for a pause. No! A death on the second run and gun! Cursed you, Guri! Saying this, like, super affectionately. This is the appropriate song for beating this level in Block Koala, by the way. Nobody can tell me otherwise. I'm just imagining Block Koala. Oh no, we have the 2 in the wrong spot in the bottom right. Oh no! Oh no! I didn't notice it until that happened either. Because I was looking at the rest of the level like everything else looks good. Okay, ifdots is pushing everything back into the right place, but oh no, that's unfortunate. But yeah, I'm just imagining that song from Fist Hell playing while Koala has like a real stand-up walk cycle. Okay, now we need to go around. Into our run and gun. I didn't catch if this was Burrows 1 or Burrows 2, but I'm sure we'll be finding out soon whether there's a door or bombs at the end. He is a big enemy. Now if you duck, you can hit those enemies from above one half tile. Or one, you know, normal tile. Very tight jump over that bomb. Taking a hit from the mine, though, kinda sucks. Very carefully attacking the crystal here to not die. Alright, I think we've got everything set up to be done with this level. Now, we might be down to 2 health here on Crumble's side, but we are in Marwood's 1, which is where we need to be. All we need to do is find some red doors and hopefully find the right one with the friendship bracelet. We have the money we need. We just need to be careful. And it seems like the red doors are evading us today. There's a shop down there, not what we're looking for. Might be worth taking that ladder down, just to see if there's a red door down there. I think we gotta be really careful about picking up any more stars. So if we hit 2 more stars on our way down, that is gonna be... Jeez! Down to 1 HP now. Alright, taking the ladder. What is this layout? Oh hey, shopkeeper. Looking cute. I'm not even the one playing and I'm still flirting. Now we do have a clear path here. No wait, we don't. Well, no, we don't, actually. We need to still get the others out of the way. Oh no, did we die? We died, I think. That sucks. And yeah, just push the 2s down. But you know what? This works. This works. It's there. That's Puzzler. We have about 15 minutes left on the clock here. Whoa, excuse me. I slept enough today, but I guess I still need to yawn every now and then. Taking a look at progress right now. Oop, we need one more tile lower. Taking a look at the alphabetical sort. Barbuda. Does Barbuda get us anything? No, it doesn't. It's not on the card. Yeah, 10 keys does force you to go to some areas that you might not be super familiar with. Okay, we bombed it, now we can engineer down. Drop another bomber. Wow! Hopefully not get bit again here. Big Bell Race. I don't really think there's any progress that we can get from here. Okay, we've spent one key. So we still have 4 keys that we've collected. Oh, maybe ifdots is taking a look at the card and realizing it's not on the card. Okay, taking a look again. Overbold, gold disc. I'm gonna drop a 10-minute warning when it hits 135. Yeah, it could be a gift rush. Hopefully the sound here in 10 seconds doesn't, Alright, I let them know there's 10 minutes left. Oop. There we go, got our key. Gonna go blow up that jerk. So we are heading towards a switch right now for Crumble. I don't know that I would want to use the bomber for this, just because those are respawning enemies. Yeah. Hopefully ifdots is at least able to get this. Hey, Winterbit! I feel obligated to report to you that there was no pin golf on this card. Okay, we're up to 7 keys collected. Back on wave 2 for ifdots. You ever just kind of like zone out for like an entire minute? Because you're just like observing. Because yeah, that was me for a sec there. Now remembering that we did collect an additional key over what is shown here. We spent 1 key. Oh no! Burning our portal! We're gonna have to go set a new one. Oh. So hopefully Crumble knows that, or like remembers that he spent a key, so he can mark it when he gets up to 9 keys here. Alright, we're gonna take a bomber, I think? Yeah. Just run it into this, jerk face. And this should be the last key. Boom. That is 10 keys collected. Really nice bomb there from ifdots. Jealous of Crumble's counting skills. Everyone knows bingo players can't count. Crumble's a little bit of a superhero in that regard. A bingo player that can count. Playlist a little late for the camouflage happening earlier, but I'm always happy for creature music. Counting while playing bingo, move him to A tier. Hey Samantha. You know what's really funny? This is kind of unrelated to UFO 50, but also kind of related to UFO 50. Frickin' Settled of, like, you know, the old school RuneScape community did a video on one of the temporary game modes that old school RuneScape put out. And in the background for that, occasionally there was camouflage music. And now I'm thinking, damn Settled, I want to see your UFO 50 playthrough. Mooncat music in 3 videos now, yeah. So I don't know, it's just kind of rad to see the music creeping into that. Also, it might have taken me 2 weeks, but I completed my grid. I had not finished the Awakened bosses before, so even with Last Stand, it was it was a learning process. There's my little bit of RuneScape talk for today. Alright, we're on the final wave now, which I'm pretty sure we have the gift by now. I'll be honest, I haven't kept super close track of gifts at this point, and I probably should do another pass, but I don't think we're going to be getting enough gifts to mark this off. We got a pretty sweet setup going for ifdots. I think we've burned our shields though, so it's a little bit scary. We're gonna need to do something to get some health back. Hopefully our medkit spawns soon. Oh no, that's terrifying. Did we have a bomb down there? Yes, we did. Yeah, that's totally fair, Hugh. God, what a save there from ifdots. Whether or not she makes it through this, I definitely think we have to, like, acknowledge that that was a sick save. If she manages to make it through this, I will pop off. Staying alive with medkits, we do have a pretty powerful gun right now. So many enemies firing shots. Okay, we have a lure bomb dropped. Should take out a lot of these whales. We have 4 bombs left. I think she's got this? She's doing a fantastic job of keeping the exploding enemies at bay, taking them out with the lure bomb, taking out 4 of them. With 45 seconds to go. She takes it! She gets the gold disc! That's gonna probably end us at 9-8 unless Crumble can find the friendship bracelet within the next 30 seconds to take it to a 10-8. But amazing play there from ifdots. You know, even if you don't win the match, you gotta take that and be pretty proud of that. Well done. Alright, we have 10 seconds to find the friendship bracelet. I don't think it's happening here. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Oh no! Okay.
That's the best I've ever done in my life.
Okay, I was... Crumble, if that was the friendship bracelet door, I was going to scream because that would have been just like 3 seconds too late.
I know, I was like, a red door has to spawn right here, and then it did, and I was like, it's fine, it's like a level.
Like, it's one of those things where, like, you had the game secured anyway, but like, just for the sake of that cutting you off by 3 seconds, I would have still been like, wah!
Yeah.
And also, oh my god, ifdots, that overbold finish was incredible. I cannot believe you clutched that final wave so well.
I'm shocked. I've only beaten that one, and it was not that smooth ever in my life. I got the gold disc on others because I was like, oh, you got Velgrass. I was trying to do it, and I just kept failing at the beginning.
You were
That's what I
1
was
coin
playing
short.
first. Yeah, I finished the first level with 39 coins, and my shop was 40 coins, and I was just like, well...
No.
Really close game. Good game.
That was really close. Good game.
Yeah.
That's the most points I've gotten. I was trying to do gifts, but I
Yeah.
looked it up and I'd actually not done any of the gifts really, and I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Crumble, I definitely appreciate the column 1 threat, how, like, even after you were, like, going for the Cyber Owls and boss synergy, like, when that kind of didn't pan out, you're just like, alright, whatever, I'm just gonna go find other bosses.
Yeah, I saw the synergy, but then remembered how hard Cyber Owls is. So then I
Yeah.
just left.
Yeah.
It's definitely one of those
When I
games where it,
misclicked
like,
the
takes a little
flame.
bit to click. Oh, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah?
Yeah, I misclicked the claim. Oh, that's never happening. Gotta remove that real fast.
Yeah. Thankfully, that didn't cause any pivots or anything, so
Yeah.
wound
yeah.
up just
Mhm.
being an unmark and no harm, no foul.
Mhm. And which gold discs did you get?
Actually ended up getting 4 because I grabbed Overbold. But I did Camouflage,
Mm.
Warp not Warp Tank. Let me actually look at my thing because I don't remember. Velgrath, Hotfoot, and Quibble Race.
Mm.
Quibble Race is a really fast one, and I knew I could do the sponsored Quibble thing really fast. So I did the sponsored Quibble thing, and then I won. And when I played Hotfoot, I got the gold as I was winning 4 games and learning how to. Yeah.
You did really well with July.
When I was playing the first round, like up 3-0 or something, and then my controller just stopped working. It actually stopped working and in the middle of Block Koala, but I was like, oh, it's Block Koala, it doesn't matter.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know. Like every hour it just disconnects.
Weird.
Something bad.
Yeah, if you did wind up like smacking the pause button on your keyboard and then just like going over, like, that's totally fine to request a pause over.
Yeah, I was just like, I don't think it mattered a ton. I think at that time, Crumble, you were really far ahead. And I was just like, I'll just do my best and we'll see where it goes. It only took me 2 minutes or something. And I don't know if I would have beaten it anyways. I learned after that first round, like, who to pick. But I was like, I need to pick the person who pushes people so I don't play against them.
True.
So.
It's really funny too because the first time around, the people who speedrun Hotfoot, the team you picked in draft mode, not even build mode where you can pick anybody you want, but you got the speedrun team in draft mode.
Oh, nice. I realized after picking, I was like, I don't know if I'm supposed to be in draft mode or speed. Well, I hope it has to be draft.
Nah, you can do either.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that was just it worked. I think this is the first time I've gotten more than 6. So I'm pretty happy with it. Especially normally I play Velgrath a lot better. When I came back to it to get gold, I like zoomed through really, really fast.
Yeah, because
I
you
was
didn't.
like, ugh, why wasn't this happening before?
Yeah, I think a lot of that was just because you didn't have to stop to grab a bunch of coins on the way.
I was probably over focusing on gold. I should have just threw 2 levels and tried to buy at the end of the second.
Maybe, yeah. It's always hard to say.
Yeah.
I'm guessing neither.
How is that? Oh, sorry.
Oh, I'm guessing neither of you were particularly looking to hop into Avianos.
No.
Yeah, I'm not a big Aviana person. I have played it, but only for a bit, and I sort of know how it works.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I think I'm the same. Where like if I see Avianos on a square, like my eyes just glaze over it.
Yeah. Honestly, I think
Yeah.
I'm kind of the same right now, and I kind of want to like learn more about like the bingo strats particularly, because I have a way that I got through the levels in the campaign, but I should probably figure out the bingo strats sometime.
Mhm. Yeah,
It's
I think
the
it's
other game. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're good.
I was just gonna say, like, the other games on this card are also pretty good for me.
Mhm.
Like, I probably would have gone honor rail before I would.
Mhm.
I know that Ben's mode is like impossible now that I tried it like 2 games ago.
Yeah,
But
that's a really hard goal.
yeah, I like playing Mortal.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. I also, I feel like I have to apologize for my really bad Mortal 2 gameplay, because I was struggling in there for a while.
You got 10 keys. I was like, wow, how'd you get so many? Like, where did you?
No,
I know where to get like 4, and then I would be like tapped out.
I had like the route pulled up, but I don't know how to like chain the engineer like pipes.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty precise timing. I
Oh.
actually haven't tried that trick myself.
Yeah, because I thought, I was like, oh, you just go down and then you set up another one, and it wasn't working. So I just walked around.
Mm-hmm.
You got there.
Mhm. Yeah, I think after my first like bingo match in week 1, it had a bunch of Mortal 2 and I hadn't touched the game. So then after I was like, okay, I'm gonna practice it. I'm gonna be ready. I like learned the cherry, and then it never showed up again until like today.
Scream. But hey, at least you got to do it.
Mhm.
And it did count for one of your bosses, so it wound up still being useful even if you didn't wind up going for the gold square after all.
Mhm.
The caramel was really, really good early on too, because like you got the gift out of that, you got a boss out of that, you got the square out of that, and you got the leaderboard out of that.
Mhm. Yeah, they counted for everything.
Yeah. Yeah, just like, well played, both of you. That was a really fun race to watch.
Yeah, that was a good game.
Yeah.
And also, Crumble, if you happen to watch it back, I stumbled over my own, like, I was trying to make a point about how, like, normally seeing people go for, like, the synergies, but it was an interesting thing seeing you go directly for the boss's square, which was basically what I was saying when you hopped on here, but failing to say it in that way. So, I am sorry if you watch it back and it seems like I'm completely fumbling around that point.
No, you're fine. I know casting is a lot to do and a lot to focus on, so I get it.
Yeah. Oh, I did want to explain something really quick.
Oh, yeah?
Which is that I jumped into the big bell race.
Oh, yeah.
And that's because I misread the gifts card.
Oh.
And I was like, it's not on this card, right?
Yeah.
And then I started playing it and I paused and I was like, wait, no, I can't read.
I was kind of wondering if
Yeah,
that was what was
that's
happening.
What that was.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. And then, ifdots, you mentioned that your other match got canceled, right?
Yeah, so I don't have anything to run to. I gotta go get groceries. It's not time sensitive.
Yeah. Alright, well, GG's both of you.
Yeah, GG's.
Take care.
Yeah, you too. And thank you for casting.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. Right. I'm gonna make sure that the cancellation actually happened. Because I see I got pinged in the other match.
Oh, right. Yeah, probably a good idea.
Mhm.
Yeah. Right.
Alright.
Peace.
Bye. Yeah.
Alright. Let's see, what's going on today? In case... I'm just gonna mention this right now. You will probably see me again later on the Dumb Guy versus Nitro. Vanilla wanted to pick up that game since it's the last match of Season 8, but I'm gonna be hopping into a co-cast with her, and I'm gonna be bringing Glove along. So there's gonna be some fun times over on Vanilla's channel later. As always, not that it matters quite as much anymore, because basically, final day for normal season. We'll be going into playoffs soon, but if you want to keep up to date on the matches coming up for playoffs and the rest of the normal season today, there's the website for it. And with that being said, I believe Marshmallow vs. MBI is happening over on Winterbits, streaming soon. But right now, over on Liz's stream, we have not ifdots versus Cammy because that got cancelled. Right, okay. Yeah. This is me, reflecting on the changes that were made. Winterbit, did you change your... Did you change from TechieBot on the channel that you cast these on? Rad. It's really good, I like it. Oh no! There's the art you did for the blocker! I really love the art you did for that. You like watching Bingo, don't you? That's still so good. Okay, TechieBot is now actually a bot channel. Gotcha. Alright, well, I'm gonna raid over to, Zerdaverse. Zerdaverse. I can get my consonants correct. And that'll just kind of drop us all off to where the next bingo match is gonna happen. GG's, everyone. And see you later on Vanilla's channel.